could put it in the rings and make Team Beaulieu play it, but looks like she's going to call for the guard. She's going to throw an out-turn guard here.
McDonald with her second stone. Each curler will have 2 stones to throw.
Weight looks good on this. It's going to be close. Sweepers are working it a little bit here. Basically, great weight. They're going to put that exactly where they want it.
And that stone will stop at the edge of the 12-foot.
Yeah, perfect. That's exactly where she tapped her broom where she wanted the shot, and that's where it ended up.
Now Lebel with her second stone. Her first stone went through the house. Let's see how this one goes. This one here is an out-turn. For those who don't know, like, the difference between an in-turn and an out-turn, when you look on your screen, the in-turn looks like the stone goes clockwise, while the out-turn goes counterclockwise. Now here the sweepers have got to do a lot of work to bring it just inside that hog line.
Yeah, no, the rock never made the hog line there, so they're going to take that one off.
Now the second, Rachel Brewer with her first stone here in this second end.
Yeah, this rock's going to come down. Looks like they're going to play a little tap on their front one, or it may get by on the outside there. Oh, nicely done.
And it just squeezes it in. It'll go into the 4-foot to the back of the house. So now it's on the back part of the 8-foot.
Yeah, good shot.
In the house, a really good shot now.
They didn't really want that shot to go behind the tee line, but because it gives the opportunity for Team Beaulieu to come down and stay in front of that one and make it harder for Team Cluff to remove that rock. But all in all, made it past the guard in good weight.
Sophie Sirois with her first shot.
Looks heavy out of her hand, Roger.
Sweepers will just let it go. And that looks like it'll go through the house.
Yeah, I think Team Beaulieu's getting fooled with the speed of the ice. That's the second or third one that's gone directly through the rings. They're going to have to make an adjustment on that in order to put some pressure on Team Cluff.
Now Rachel Brewer did not hesitate with the shot. They know where exactly they want it.
Yep, Team Cluff's they're staying aggressive here. If this rock gets behind that guard in the 12-foot in front of the tee line, Team Beaulieu's going to have a hard time to get it out.
Good work by the sweepers, and that'll go into the 8-foot.
Yeah, it's wide open though. Team Beaulieu's going to have a good chance to remove this rock. Possibly they might get a slight hit and roll here and get in behind cover. They got 2 rocks to roll in behind. They got the corner guard and the red rock in the 12-foot.
And it looks like that's what Beaulieu has called tapping it, rolling. So let's see how it goes. So a lot of speed on that second rock by Sirois.
Looks close. Looks close here. Looks like she could have a really nice one here.
And that'll go in, tap and roll, and now it is just on the edge of that 4-foot.
Yeah, beautiful shot there. They hit the red rock, rolled in behind cover. Now they're sitting one behind a guard. Can't ask for more than that.
Good discussion here with Cluff and her mate Cormier. Just discussing on how are they gonna play this, how they're gonna play this. Looks like they want to do a raise, tap the guard, bring it down, and hit the lead stone.
Yeah, I think they're going to play kind of a plan A and a plan B here. They're going to play either a peel, and if it comes up enough, they'll play the run back onto the yellow. But first things first, remove the red stone to open up the yellow one. Just like that. Straight peel, no harm. And the yellow one's wide open now. So Team Beaulieu is going to have to put up another guard there and try to hide that rock.
Melissa Michaud.
So this is all about speed here. You just got to get the right weight to get this guard in the right spot. They practiced earlier, so they should know the line. She's quite a bit inside on this one. I'm gonna have to go to another plan here.
Now this is going to curl towards the middle.
Yeah.
Will it tap that red stone in the 12-foot?
No, I think it's going to go by, but I think it's through the house. Again, I think they got fooled on the speed there.
Third stone for Team Beaulieu to go through the house in this end.
Yeah, the ice is pretty quick. I've been trying to get some times here, and once I do, we'll know how fast it actually is.
Ashley Cormier with her second stone.
I think the sweepers are going to get on this one. Stay pretty close to that red one in the 12-foot. Good work by the sweepers.
They get to it, and they will roll to the left of your screen.
Yep.
So they hold shot rock right now. Team Cluff has 3 in the house.
Yeah, Team Cluff sitting 3 here now, so Beaulieu's going to have to do the same hit and roll. They've seen the ice here before. Just have to recreate the same shot that they played two rocks ago. It's going to be close, Roger.
Sweepers
Gonna
are
be
on it.
close. Oh,
And a hit and a roll. Did it roll too far? Yes, it will. It'll go out. So now time for skip stones.
yeah, we're down to skip stones here in the second end. Team Cluff sitting 2 reds, and I think she's going to try and draw around that one in the 12-foot. Put the pressure on.
First stone for Erica Cluff. Light sweep, they stop.
Yeah, sweepers. Team Cluff's really caught on to the weight here in these first couple of ends. The sweepers know what it's going to do right out of the thrower's hand. So very nice shot, coming right into the 4-foot there. Almost bury a piece. No, it's wide open. Beaulieu's going to have a chance to hit and roll here. She's going to have to play a quiet shot, but bring her weight down a little bit. But I think it's still there. I think the hit and roll is still possible. Team Beaulieu's definitely got to get one here in this end. They got to score. They can't give up any more points. Get behind.
First stone for Abigail Beaulieu.
Oh, looks like she's a bit wide of the broom there. Lots of speed on it.
It needs to curl.
It needs to curl a lot.
And that'll go through the house.
Oh, that's too bad. That was a golden opportunity for Team Beaulieu to get that hit and roll and try to get back in this game.
So now Cluff's got a lot of options here for her final stone.
Oh, definitely. She could come right into the house, almost on top of that red rock that's biting the 4-foot, kind of get a corner buried. She can play a straight guard, which I think she called for the straight guard on that one in the 4-foot. So, but Team Beaulieu's she's gonna have a draw. She's gonna have an intern draw to the button here for her 1 point regardless.
Final stone for Erica Cluff. Cluff put some good weight on it.
Looks like the weight is pretty close for a guard.
Sweepers start sweeping now, just inside that hog line, and it'll curl and stop.
Yeah, perfect guard.
Just underneath that 5TV1 logo, so it's a perfect guard. So now Team Beaulieu will have to try to go as close to the button as she can to try to get at least one. To try to get one.
Try to get her one, yeah. Definitely, she's gonna play the intern draw here. Her weight's got to be perfect. The scoring area is just the 4 foot, so she needs full 4 here to get her 1 point. Be devastating here if she was to draw heavy.
Final stone of the second end. Abigail Beaulieu sees her opposition line 3 in the house.
Oh,
that looks like it's going to be heavy once again.
You're right.
It needs to slow down as quickly as it can. No, it won't. And a 3 for Team Erica Cluff. And after 2 complete ends here at these 2016 New Brunswick Junior Provincial Championships, it is 8-0 for Team Erica Cluff against Team Abigail Beaulieu.
Yep, that was a big miss there. An opportunity to get their one and get some experience, getting some points here in this game, and just drew heavy. Like I said, I think both teams are just learning the weight.
Team Cluff got adapted to the weight as much quicker than Beaulieu, so now they've gone through 2 ends, trailing by 8. Now, how does this team, the Beaulieu team, try to, get through this game, as with a lot of positives?
Yeah, they gotta start, playing some draws, getting the weight down, get their confidence built up that they can move on in this tournament. There's lots of games left to play in this championship. So 1 loss does not put you out of this championship. So you have to just make every shot that the skip calls, and hope for the best.
And this tournament is a triple knockout tournament, so 3 losses, and that's how you're considered as being eliminated. So, even going through that first loss, you can still redeem yourself on the next game and continue, and make those adjustments between those games, and that's what Team Beaulieu is starting to look at now. Is that okay? What are those adjustments that we need to make to continue on?
That's correct, Roger. It looks over these first 2 ends. It looks like basically their weight is what they're struggling with. So you got to work on that. The ice, the ice is in extremely good shape. It's quite quick, and if they can pick up the speed there a little bit better, then they're going to have some success this week.
Marie-Hélène Lebel, who's shooting her 2nd stone here in this 3rd end.
So there's a center line guard up there, and Team Beaulieu's trying to play around it and get some rocks in play here. Be nice if she got a 2 or 3 here, just boost her confidence and get them back in the game here a bit.
And Lebel's 2nd stone, establishing a guard, a high guard.
In this case, I wouldn't consider that a miss either. Down 8 points, you need guards to get behind. So if it wasn't going to be in the perfect spot in the range, you might as well leave it as a guard to try and hide behind later on in this end.
Now the 2nd, Rachel Brewer.
Yeah, this looks like a nice shot. It's curling in nicely. Oh, rocks. If the weight is right, this one is going to be an excellent shot.
So now it just needs to slow down and stop, and it will.
Yep.
Kind of put on the brakes on the back of the 8 foot.
Yeah, back of the 8 foot there. It's totally buried. Actually, it's over buried. It actually, if that yellow guard wasn't there, it would have snuck out the other side just a little bit. So it looks like the ice is starting to curl more. The ice makers flooded the ice last week, and typically it takes a little bit of the curl out. So as this week goes on, we'll get a little more curl every day. Now this rock looks like it's just a bit wide of the target room of Team Beaulieu, but the weight looks good. The sweepers are working on it.
And that'll go into the house. Now,
will it stop?
Will it stop? That's the only question. And that'll go to the edge of the 12 foot, and it stops there.
Yeah.
So
it's a biter. It's a counter, or it could be a counter. I guess we'll have to see how the end plays out.
So now, Erica Cluff, she's not even going to think about the one in the back of the 12 foot. She's going to focus the one that is in the back of the 8 foot and try to protect that one as much as she can, because she knows as of right now she's got shot stone.
Yeah, she's got shot stone here, so she's being aggressive. She's trying to play the straight come around. This one looks to be a little bit hot. Just gliding along there pretty good.
And that'll go through the
No.
8 foot, and it'll stop at the edge of the 12.
Yeah.
So as of now, Team Erica Cluff is lying 2.
Yep, she's lying 2. They're both behind the tee line though, so Team Beaulieu's got lots of room to play down in there and try to get one buried behind that guard and get shot rock.
Sophie Sirois.
The line looks better on this one. If the weight's good here, Team Beaulieu might get exactly what they want. It looks a bit heavy though. Sweepers haven't laid a brush to it the whole way down, so that's not a good sign.
So and that'll go in and just go sneak by.
Yeah, it snuck right through that hole between the red and the yellow. Again, Cluff, she's going to be aggressive. She's going to come right in around that guard. If you notice the broom here, Team Cluff's taking quite a bit less ice than Team Beaulieu for these draws. So Team Beaulieu might watch that a little bit, and she might want to position her broom just in a slightly different spot. This one looks heavy too. Yeah, sweepers have indicated that it's a bit heavy. They're trying to play a hit on that back yellow, and I think it's just going to over curl. They're just going to miss it.
They just missed it. Not by much.
No, just by a hair. Sometimes in curling, that's all it takes. Down to third rocks here.
And that was Ashley Cormier who took the first stone for the thirds. Now it is Melissa Michaud for Team Beaulieu.
I think Team Beaulieu's getting fueled on the ice here. Team Cluff has just taken about the edge of the 4 foot for a draw, and they're taking the edge of the 8 foot. So I don't think we're getting that much curl. Weight looks good on this one.
So it's starting to curl. It's going into the house.
Should be shot rock.
And that is just on the back of that of that tee line.
Yep.
Comfortably in the 4 foot, but Team Cuff has got a lot. They clearly see the rock, so they can take it out.
Yep. It's wide open. If Team Cluff hits this and rolls in behind the guard, it's going to be a great shot. It's going to make life pretty tough for Team Beaulieu. Here we go. Ashers are on it.
Ashley with her second shot.
They're working hard. Could rub the guard out front.
And it does.
Yeah.
So now that gives an opening to Team Beaulieu, Melissa Michaud. she's got a couple of options here. She could establish the guard just outside the house, or she could freeze onto her rock.
Definitely. She could play a guard. She could actually play a takeout on the red rock just outside the 4-foot, maybe make a double and sit 3. Possibility. It looks like she's going to play the guard for her first shot. Line looks good here.
So sweepers just let it go.
Yeah, looks like it's coming right in. It's going to be a little bit deep. Now, they just can't set up a double for Team Cluff here.
And that is going to slow down comfortably inside the house and into the 4-foot.
Yep, sitting 2. Seems like they're, at least the mate for Team Beaulieu has found her weight for her draw weight. So that's a good sign.
So now we're at skip stones, and Erica Cluff is looking for the double takeout.
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like she's going to play the double. At the very least, get one of those yellows out of the rings and keep hers in front of the other yellow. But I think ideally she makes a double. If she's real lucky, she might make a triple here. If she makes the double, the second yellow might clip the back yellow there on its way by. She could sit 3 after this shot.
Erica Cluff with her first stone. It's got some weight. Sweepers are on it immediately.
Yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be close to a triple here. No, it's going to curl up on the nose.
1, that's 2.
Oh.
But it looks like one of them was tapped to the button.
Yep.
So the Beaulieu team lies 1.
Yeah, Beaulieu lies 1 here. But Team Cluff, they made their shot. They knew that it was a possibility that the yellow rock might jam and stay in the 4-foot, but they have a rock in front of it, so they can always run it back into that yellow if this guard isn't in the perfect spot. In the next couple ends, Team Beaulieu is going to have to start playing a lot of guards here. They're down a number of points, and they're struggling with draw weight, so they're going to have to put up some guards and get used to drawing in. This is a good chance for her to just get draw weight here with the guard and build up her confidence a little bit.
First stone for Abigail Beaulieu.
Looks a bit heavy to me right out of her hand, but we'll see how things go here.
Sweepers.
Yeah, sweepers backed off a long time ago.
Just letting it go, and that'll go through the house.
Yeah. That's a tough miss there. They had a chance here to, put the pressure on a little bit and maybe get their 1. Cluff's looking. She might try to just pick this one out. She might have enough. She might have enough room to get by that yellow guard on the in-turn side, just to pick that yellow one out of there. But
and when you look at it, if she can hit the one, if she can hit that lone stone in the house from Beaulieu and tap that one out, she would have a possibility to lie 4.
Exactly. Yeah. It's hard to lie 4 is hard here because if she's playing takeout just on the yellow, her shooter will probably roll out. But I think she's playing the run back on the top red one to run it back into the yellow and sit a couple of points. Up 8-0 here. She's just trying to eliminate opposition stones.
So final stone for Erica Cluff.
I'm not sure what shot she called here. It's just gonna hang there right on the line, and it's gonna chip the top red. Beaulieu's got a free draw for 2 here.
Beaulieu has made the call.
Yeah, but Team Beaulieu makes this shot. It's going to give her a big confidence boost here and take her 2 points and move on to the next end.
Final stone of end number 3 comes out of the hands of Abigail Beaulieu. Just needs to touch the 4-foot to score 2.
Yeah, piece of the 4 will do it.
It was a little heavy, and
Yeah.
the sweepers just let it go right from the beginning.
Yeah, it's coming in there pretty good.
And
Little chip maybe? No.
no, and that'll go through, and it'll tap the one in the back of the 12-foot, the one from Cluff, but Beaulieu gets the single here in end number 3, where it is now 8-1 for Team Erica Cluff out of the Woodstock Golf and Country Club against Abigail Beaulieu from Grand Falls.
Yeah, that was a big opportunity there to score 2 points. So it's nice to get the single, but it would have been doubly nice to, no pun intended, to get that too.
Visit BellOnline.ca/TV1 for the 5TV1 live webcast schedule and on-demand content. You'll also get information on 5TV1 live events available only to BellOnline 5 customers in Atlantic, Canada on channels 1 and 401. 5TV1 brought to you by BellOnline. We are starting end number 4 with Team Cluff having the hammer for this end, as Team Beaulieu got a single point. In number 3, they had an opportunity for a double for 2 points, but a little too heavy on the shot.
Yep, she just went to the back of the house there, and she needed a piece of the 4-foot in order to count 2 there. So kind of disappointing there.
High guard established by Marie-Hélène Lebel. The sweepers did a really good job bringing that inside that hog line.
Yep,
And
she just had enough weight there. She was a little offline, but Team Beaulieu needs guards here. They need to hide some rocks in the rings there to try and get themselves back in this game.
Deanna McDonald.
That looks hot out of her hand. Looks a bit quick. It's curling a little bit here. Maybe it'll slow down and it'll hang on into the rings.
Taking that clockwise turn, and it's going in the house to the back of the tee line and through the house.
Yeah, Beaulieu's going to play a guard here again. Try to get a center line guard established and try to get some rocks behind it there and force a steal here.
Lebel with her second stone. Lebel, who's had difficulty with her weight start off this game, but it looks like here that she's started to get it, but this one here, not enough weight, and that will not get to the hog line.
Yeah, she seemed to have a little stumble out of the hack there on her slide there, so it might have took a little too much weight off the rock, but she'll gather herself and she'll make the next one, I'm sure. So good to see all these young curlers out here and curling at such a high caliber.
But most certainly, because when you see how curling is played here in New Brunswick, it's always great to see that the younger generation take an interest to the sport. It is a great sport to play. It is a fun sport to play. I had a chance to play it, a couple of times through high school, and it was some of the best times that you can have. Then there's a lot of strategy to go on inside the game. And that's what a lot of people, they see it through the TV screen or through the computer screen. But when you are on the ice, it is a very strategic game, and it is basically the game within the game that makes a big difference between winning and losing.
Definitely, it's a thinking person's game. Just because you can throw the weight and you know, hit the broom doesn't mean you're going to win all your games. You have to. There's a lot of thought process that goes into this, and it's definitely a skill that that you know, kids, young or adults even that are new to the game, you know, quickly realize that it's just not all about throwing the rocks. There's a lot of thinking involved. Great stone there, right to the button. Wide open.
That was Sophie Sirois with her stone. Now it is Rachel Brewer for Team Erica Cluff.
This yellow's wide open. Cluff's going to take a run at hitting it here. Looks pretty good. She's close to the broom. She might have set it a bit out. She's definitely going to get a piece. She's going to get a piece and roll away.
Taking a curl towards the middle, and it takes a good piece of it.
Yeah, definitely going to hold on.
She will roll to the outside. So both of Cluff stones are in the house. Both of them very well established in the 8-foot.
I'd like to see Beaulieu play her shot as a draw in behind that yellow guard. Maybe sit just in front of that red. Even if she hits this red rock out there, it's going to be wide open, and Cluff's going to be able to still play the same draw. So it looks good by Marianne.
Sophie Sirois with her shot. Sweepers get on it. They just let it go, and they'll tap it and roll out.
Yeah, she got a piece of it, enough to make it go away, but unfortunately her shot rolled out, so it's going to give Cluff an opportunity to get in behind that yellow guard and sit 2 points. I really think that Beaulieu should have probably played this shot last end. She needs to get in behind the guard somehow and either force Team Cluff to one or steal herself. Unfortunately, her shot rolled out, so it's going to give Cluff an opportunity to get behind that yellow guard.
Rachel Brewer with her final stone. The second on Team Erica Cluff.
She needs to get in behind the guard somehow and either force Team Cluff to one or... It's curling. It's going to be wide open, though. It's going to give Team Beaulieu an opportunity to... She's probably going to play a hit on this and try to either stay where she is or roll a little bit under that guard.
But if Team Beaulieu wants to be very aggressive here, she could go for the double.
Yeah, she could. She could actually, if she really wanted to be aggressive, she could just play a draw in behind that yellow and kind of corner freeze the red that's on the tee line. That would be a very if she could get it there, that would be very tough for Team Cluff to remove. But this rock's coming down, and it looks like Sweeper's got to get on it, or it's going to curl right by.
Melissa Michaud. That one, you called that one.
Yeah, it
went by.
They never laid a brush to that the whole way down. I'm surprised. It looked like it was very close to the broom and it had great weight, but it fooled them a little bit.
Ashley Cormier.
Line looks good here. Looks a little heavy for a guard. It's funny, last end it seemed like they really caught on to the weight, but this end here we've had a hog rock, a couple through the house, and it's...
Sweepers will get on it to try to get it to curl, and it'll just go to the back of that tee line.
Yep.
In the 8-foot.
I think Team Beaulieu is going to have to play that same shot. Oh, she's going to try and draw the button. If she could get a corner buried around that red rock in the 8-foot there, it could be a very difficult rock to remove. Team Cluff would have to play a run back.
Michaud.
The sweepers are just walking beside it. That's
now they jump on.
No, I think they have to get off it here. It's a little heavy.
Sweeper's still on. Now they let go. It'll go through the button. Cluff will send it to the back of the 8 foot.
It could be second shot. It's second shot in the back. It could cause a problem here for Team Cluff, actually. She could play just a pick. Just throw a peel down there and just hit a piece of that yellow and peel it out and still sit her 3.
And Cluff is taking a peek, see which one would be second shot. So now she kind of changed her strategy here. She wanted to do that.
Yeah, she was going to play the run back, but I think now she's going to play that first shot that I discussed. She's just going to play the pick, maybe hit and roll over to your right, but she definitely doesn't want any more rocks in the back of the house. She doesn't want any rocks for Team Beaulieu to be able to freeze to. So if she can just hit this one and roll out, she's doing well. This one's starting to curl early. She might be on the top red. Sweepers are going to have to work on this really a lot.
Sweepers are very aggressive on it, and it's starting to curl, and that'll hit the one in the 12 foot, tapping one out. And
that changes the scope of this end.
And 2 Cluff stones roll out of the house, although Cluff has shot stone, as there's one established just on that edge of the back 4 foot. But which one would be second shot? It looks like it could be from Team Beaulieu.
No, I think that I see the monitor here. I think it's still two reds, but both the reds are open and behind the tee line. So Team Beaulieu's got a big opportunity here to just play a draw down into those 2 rocks. And if she can get anywhere in front of them, it's going to be very difficult for Team Cluff to remove this yellow. So she's just got to get in the hack, concentrate, get her weight, and throw a nice draw here into that pocket of those reds. Looks heavy. Looks heavy right out of her hand. Sweepers will decide here. They're just walking alongside.
Rock will start to curl.
Rock's curling a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough. She's going to...
It just tapped a little bit, the one.
I think it's second shot. I think it's second shot here, but Cluff's going to play the pick on this one again. Her third just threw this shot, and I think she was a bit narrow to the broom, so I think Cluff's pretty confident where she's putting the broom that she can throw the right weight and remove this rock. Cluff's getting set in the hack here to throw her first stone.
That comes out of her hand.
Oh, she turned it a bit inside. It's going to curl here. Sweepers are going to have to work on it to get it on that yellow, but she's going to remove one of her own stones.
And that one curled a lot, and it'll hit her own stone.
Oh, she got lucky there.
Took out the stone, the lone stone from Team Abigail Beaulieu. So now Beaulieu is going to look to...
She's going to have to freeze one of her rock. She's going to have to freeze her rock. This is her last stone. I think she should... might be a good time for a timeout here and discuss this with her coach. She needs to get a point here. She should probably play the other draw into those reds. A little bit of inexperience here.
Final stone for Team Beaulieu. Counterclockwise turn on the stone.
Got some curling to do. Okay, it's going to get by the top. It's going to get by the top yellow. Now we'll see where it ends up here. It's gliding pretty good. Cluff mate's going to give it a couple brushes and out the back.
And it'll slide through. So now Cluff can draw anywhere in the house for 3.
Yes, that's right. Free draw for 3 just to bite the paint here. Opportunity for Cluff to get her draw weight back too. She's been throwing a few takeouts here over the last 2 ends, so this will be a chance for her to get draw weight back in her pocket and move on to the next end. She tightened up her ice there. I think she thought that it was a long ways out there, and if she happens to be heavy, maybe she can play right into those two reds that are there.
Final stone of end number 4, Erica Cluff.
Weight looks close on this. The sweepers are starting to sweep it. They're on and off it. That's a good sign. Seems to be gliding pretty good.
So it looks like that it'll get at least an edge of that 12-foot for 3, but it's slowing down very quickly, and it does just inside that 12-foot. Count it up for 3 for Team Erica Cluff, and they now lead at 11-1 here after 4 ends.
Great sweep by the front end of the Cluff team. They realized it was a bit light, and they got on it and made it to the 12-foot. So big 3 points there.
And number 5 will start. And if we know by watching, the Scott Tournament of Hearts or the Briar, they got a lot of time in between shots, and they got over 70 minutes to establish their entire game. While at this level, you got less time.
Well, the timing's changed over the last couple of years, so it's moved to thinking time. So we've the 70 minutes has gone to the wayside now, and each team gets 38 minutes of thinking time. So the clocks don't start and stop like they used to a number of years ago. So but it is slightly different with timing, and teams need to pay attention to that. They don't want to run out of time, and they don't want to spend too much time on the ice, I guess, for that matter. But they want to play. All curlers want to play a nice, quick game and have everybody make their shots, and in the end, the winner's the winner. But they, 38 minutes of thinking time and a couple of timeouts. That's what they get now in the game.
And those timeouts, they can be up to, I think it's 5 minutes.
No, they're a minute and a half, or 2 minutes. Sorry, 2 1-minute timeouts, and the coach can come down there and discuss whatever problem it is, if it's just a strategy thing, or maybe just to get a second opinion on are they playing the right shot or what have you. And coaches, we have some good coaches here in the province, and some good coaches here this weekend.
So we see guards established already early on in this 5th end, where the final shot for Deanna McDonald. That'll go.
It's going to skate at least to the back 12.
Oh, that'll.
Yeah, just bites. Just a biter there in the back. These guards are great for Team Beaulieu. She's going to need these guards to get rocks in behind and try to have a multiple score here.
Marie-Hélène Sirois with her final shot.
If the weight's good on this, it's going to be good. Sweepers they're not laying a brush to it. Just squeaks by that yellow.
It'll get by the red guard. But it looks like that it'll start curling, and
be great if it just stayed in front of that red. Ah, perfect.
And
great shot.
It does, just on that edge of that 8-foot to the back.
Yep. Great shot there.
And from our vantage point here, it is very well established behind that red guard. Even though there's a good distance, that was a pretty good shot.
Yeah, definitely a great shot. Made it behind that guard. It would have been great to be in front of the tee line, but it's in there. It's shot rock, and it's going to force Cluff to make a good draw.
Rachel Brewer.
This one there, it started to curl now. It's looks to be a bit hot. Speed looks to be up a bit. Might get just a piece of that yellow on the way by and roll off. No, it's going to stop just in front.
So it froze just just a bit to the left of your screen.
Yeah, corner freeze. It was corner frozen on that yellow. Team Beaulieu can't remove that rock without moving that yellow a little bit, but she's just going to play a draw here. Marie-Hélène's she's gonna try and draw one in behind that guard.
Sophie Sirois with her first shot.
Line looks pretty good here. It's all weight. Everything's weight. Oh, just saw the sweepers indicate that it was heavy. I think they were right.
Being heavy, that'll go through the house. So another good opportunity here for Team Erica Cluff with Rachel Brewer getting her second and last shot of end number 5. And here she could try and freeze once again to her own stone, and that could cause a lot of difficulties for Team Beaulieu.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely playing the same draw. Preferably, she'd like to be in front of the tee line behind that guard, but even if she does freeze into there on her red, it's not a bad shot at all.
Sweepers are on it. Now they just let it go just outside the house, and that'll go in. And will it stop just inside that tee line? Yes, it does. It is in the 4-foot.
Yeah, it's wide open, and the Beaulieu's going to have a hit here on it, a hit and roll. I think Team Beaulieu, they're getting fooled with the broom a little bit. They're taking quite a bit more ice than the Cluff team.
Sirois with her second shot.
Oh, this one's inside. She's gonna hit on one of the guards.
Sweepers let it go. They gave the indication that it was very heavy, so they hit their own guard, and it'll roll to the far side. It's still in play.
Still in play, but not really something that's usable here in this.
Not really
a factor. Yeah, not a factor in this end. So Cluff's going to put where she's sitting 1 and 2 here, she's going to try and place the guard in front of that red on the 4-foot. Weight looks good here.
Ashley Cormier.
Sweepers haven't laid a brush to it yet, but they're getting ready. They're just sweeping it to place it exactly where they want. Drag it a little bit farther here. Looks pretty good. May not cover it totally. There's just a little piece there. There's a port to go down through there. It's small, but it is there. Oh, she's just going to play the draw.
It is very small if they want to try to squeeze in through those 2 yards.
Yeah, it's there, but it's very tight. It would take some precision on that one to get through that port for sure. Definitely the easier shot here is the draw.
First shot for Melissa Michaud. And Michaud has had some good draw weight over the course of this game.
Yeah.
So she goes around the guard.
Just sneaks by the guard, but it's going to be a bit heavy.
Yep.
Yeah,
she taps her own stone behind the second shot for Team Cluff.
Yeah. It tap that yellow even more behind the red, and I don't think that red one's going anywhere anytime soon. Cluff's going to play the in-turn draw here. Gets a piece of the 4-foot here. Could be very tough for Team Beaulieu to score a point. Weight looks good. Looks like they're going to have to go for line here.
So now sweepers are on it.
Got to go hard.
And that'll go around the guard.
Just by. Nice. Nicely done. Very
good job by the sweepers. And as of now, Team Cluff have 3.
That was a good team shot there. Took everybody to make that shot. Took a good throw from the person throwing the rock, a good judge on the weight by the sweepers, and a good line call by Skip Cluff.
Final shot for Melissa Michaud. 8.
Getting a bit worried about this one not curling enough.
It will not, and it'll go through the house. Too much weight.
Yeah, she was trying to play the pick on that red one that just came into the 4-foot there, but she got just a bit outside the broom, and it wouldn't curl enough, but not with that weight. Cluff's got a chance to really put the pressure on now. She can sit 4 after this shot, and with only 2 Beaulieu rocks to come, it's going to be very hard for her to score 1 point here.
Cluff's first shot here in end number 5.
It looks good here.
With her team leading 11-1.
This is all weight. She doesn't want to leave this open. She doesn't want to leave an opportunity for Beaulieu to be able to hit and roll and take this end away from her.
Sweepers are on it.
Yeah, weight looks real nice.
And that'll just glide into the house.
Yeah, perfect guard.
But is it biting that edge of that 12-foot?
No, well, it could be. It's kind of irrelevant with that yellow one in the back of the house. That's 4th shot. So Beaulieu's going to have to play. She's going to have to remove some of these front red rocks. She needs to get some access to the 4-foot to score her 1 point. I'd be playing a peel on one of those guards that are out front. Right now, those are the stones that are hurting you the most. She needs to get rid of one of them so she gets some kind of a line to the 4-foot to bail herself out of this end.
First stone for Abigail Beaulieu. Sweepers get on it immediately.
Yeah, looks like that's what she's playing. She's playing some type of peel on that top red.
She'll peel off one of the
Oh,
guards.
nicely done.
So she got rid of 2 guards as one of them rolls inside the house. But at least it opens up the house more for Beaulieu to get some of those rocks out on her final stone.
Exactly, Roger. She wasn't worried about where the reds went on that shot. She was just looking to open that line to the 4-foot. So there's 3 rocks from Cluff in the rings there that, and she's not going to be able to cover them all. So hopefully Beaulieu's going to have a chance to play a hit or a little tap or something on shot rock and score her 1 point, move on to the 6th end.
And now Cluff probably wants to reestablish that guard in front of that house, make it harder for Beaulieu to squeeze in down the middle. Definitely.
She's just trying to replace this guard. I think she wants it a little closer to the center line this time. She wants to guard the 2 shot rocks in the 4-foot, and then it's going to be pretty difficult for Beaulieu to get access to it. So this one can curl a little bit more. Sweepers could finish it off here and put it in the right spot, but it's a beautiful rock.
That's a great shot by Cluff. Now this kind of forces a little bit to Beaulieu to go to the right of that guard and try to hit those 2 stones that are established on the right side. Try to get those off. And
yeah, she's definitely playing a hit here.
Kind of get that pinball effect going on.
Exactly. She's going to hit the top red, try to drive it onto the 2nd one, onto the 3rd one, keep her shooter in play. I don't know if she's going to be able to score a point here, but she needs to cut Team Cluff down a bit. Tough shot here. Tough shot.
Final stone of end number 5. Beaulieu.
Sweepers are working it. Needs to curl a bit.
Now they stop.
Needs to curl a bit. Could be a really nice shot. I can't see.
And it does. does, and it kind of peels two of them away.
Shooter rolls away. Steal a 2.
And that'll make it 13-1 for Team Erica Cluff against Team Abigail Beaulieu.
So now we're into the 5th end break.
So now during this 5th end break, coaches are allowed to talk to the teams and make those adjustments during the second half of this game. And looking at Team Beaulieu, there's going to be a lot of adjustments that they got to look at. Coach, from what he's seen during the first 5 ends, it is basically the weight differential that they haven't found as of yet.
Yeah, I think that you hit the nail right on the head there, Roger. They've just struggled with their weight for these first 5 ends, and it shows on the scoreboard. They're going to have to, get a break here, regroup, come back out, find their draw weight, and get their confidence back. And these teams aren't here because they were just invited. They played here. They're all good teams, so they can all play all the shots, and they just gotta get their confidence back here and turn it around in the next 5 ends. And
on Team Erica Cluff, on all those errors that they have made, for the Team Beaulieu has made over the course of the first 5 ends, they've capitalized on it.
Oh, definitely. They've, as the scoreboard shows, they've capitalized on all the errors that Team Beaulieu have made, and they're hoping to just continue it for the next number of ends. It's always nice to get off to a good start in a bonspiel like this. You get the first game under your belt, and move on to the second one with your confidence high. It goes a long way for the whole week.
It takes a lot of the pressure off the shoulders.
Definitely. And for Team Cluff, sometimes it's difficult for the skip to put the broom in the right place and get their team putting their rocks in the right spot, but they're not having a whole lot of trouble today.
So there's also another game going on here. It is on sheet C, and that is, I can find the schedule quickly here.
Yeah.
On sheet C, it is Team Shaylin Park from Moncton against Team Veronique Carroll, and Shaylin Park, after 5 ends, is leading 14-0 after 5. After 5 complete, and for them as well, it's been capitalizing on those mistakes.
Definitely, I think Team Carroll's had kind of the same difficulty as Team Beaulieu. Out of the corner of my eye, I've been watching that game a little bit, and it looks like they've been struggling with their weight too, where one team seems to be throwing them all through the house, and the other team seems to be able to put the rocks where they want to. When that happens, you're going to see some big score differentials like we see today.
And our next game will be at approximately 5 o'clock this afternoon. That'll be the final game of the day here on sheet 5. It'll be men's action, and that'll be Team Peter Robichaud from Moncton against Cody Lewis from Moncton as well. So you got to have 2 teams from the Moncton area that'll be battling to get their first win of this bonspiel. Yeah,
that'll be 2 teams that have probably played each other a lot of times from the same club. So they'll know each person's strengths and weaknesses, and I'm sure it'll be a great game.
And usually after 5 ends, it's almost a 5-minute break where the coaches have the chance to, reestablish the game plan or change the game plan if they have to. If you're Erica Cluff's team, certainly you want to keep going the way that you are. You've made a few mistakes here and there on your draw weight, but overall, everything's been going smooth. Yeah, definitely.
Cluff's it looks like she's going to keep the hammer down here and put the pressure on Team Beaulieu the whole game. That's what she's done for the first 5 ends. And they've had success. I don't see them changing their strategy a whole lot. But Team Beaulieu can't be intimidated by that either. They're going to have to play those aggressive shots, and hopefully they can score a big end.
So at least in this type of tournament, you're losing that first game due to be a triple elimination tournament. You're not done. You're not going home. At least with this, you can make those adjustments to continue for that second game, and they're going to be playing again. And I'm sure the coach are going to talking. They might be looking at some match film. Maybe make those adjustments during the time for the second game. So to make those improvements, and that's how curling goes. That's how any sport goes. Got to make those improvements.
Definitely. Coaches will talk to their teams and just encourage them to keep playing and play hard and try and get themselves back in the game.
Now watch the East Coast Sports Show to get up to date on what's happening across the 5 TV1 sports landscape. The East Coast Sports Show is available on demand to Bell Line 5 customers in Atlantic Canada on channels 1 and 401, as well as online at bellaline.ca/TV1. 5 TV1, brought to you by Bell Alliant. And number 6 to start here on sheet 5. First day action of the 2016 U21 Junior Provincial Championships here at the beautiful Miramichi Curling Club. Roger Surratt calling the play-by-play. Sean Ingersoll doing the color for this tournament. First shot will go into the house, and that'll be on the button.
Yeah, great weight there. Typically, after the fifth end break and the ice makers come out and sweep the ice, it tends to get a little bit quicker to start off. So that's a good throw there. Great weight, and gets Team Cluff off to run and start here in the sixth end.
Now Marie-Hélène Lebel with her first shot on an out turn.
Yeah, looks good here. Looks like she's going to tap the red one here a little bit. It's got to curl up a little bit, though.
Sweepers, some light sweeping going into the house, and that is a good tap. While they already early on, although Team Cluff's is shot stone, but we're very early on in the sixth end, but already having 2 in the house. That is already showing that both teams want to be aggressive and try to get as many points as they can.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see Team Beaulieu throw a guard here, but she tried to be aggressive and play a little corner freeze here, and just didn't quite work out. But it's good to see her front end getting their weight down.
So now that is going to be a direct tap.
Yep, she's going to play a hit here on this one rock, and got to do the little things right here. They just got to start executing some of their shots, and they'll be fine.
LaBelle. That one's got a lot of weight and a lot of spin to it.
Yeah, sweepers should be on this one. It's gonna end up curling by both these stones. She got that just a little bit inside, and it ends up over curling.
You think that the sweeper should have gone on that one earlier
well,
than they already did?
Yeah, I think so. I think to give it a chance for sure. I'm not sure if they would have been able to make the shot, but in order to give it a chance, I think they had to get on that one just a little bit earlier. So this gives Team Cluff the opportunity to just play a guard, find their weight, play a guard here, and Team Beaulieu is going to have to start removing some of those red rocks.
Rachel Brewer.
Looks a bit heavy here. No, it looks good now. Weight's coming down. Weight's coming down. The sweepers are just on it to put it where they want to. Looks like a great guard.
And that'll just bite into the 12-foot. It'll slide into just to the edge of that 8-foot, but it's protecting the one that's touching the button very well. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go for a straight tap back, you know that it's going to stay.
Yeah.
You're still going to have a very good shot stone.
Yeah, definitely. There is a double possibility here. She can play She can play the outturn double here on the rock on the left of the button, and see if she can roll into the middle. Got lots of weight here. These sweepers need to get on it here to make the double if that's what she's trying. And this hole between these two is getting bigger and bigger as I speak here.
And that'll just tap the Cluff rock.
Heartbreak there. Sweeper should have been on that one the whole way. I think if they would have been on it the whole way, they would have made the double there.
Rachel Brewer with her second shot. Now the Cluff team is going to try and establish another guard in front.
Yeah.
Of that one on the forefoot.
Yeah, they're going to try and guard the other red rock that's on the forefoot, and they don't have last rock here. But with two in the forefoot buried behind guards, it's getting tough. It'll be very difficult for Team Beaulieu to score.
That's very good guard weight.
Yeah, perfect.
Very well established. From our vantage point, it is.
Oh, it's totally buried. Totally guarding that rock in the forefoot. So now Beaulieu's going to try to peel off that top red or hit it on the nose, maybe make the double. And it'd be nice to be able to keep your shooter in play here. Beaulieu needs as many rocks that you can get in play.
Sophie Sirois with her second and final shot.
It's a bit wide. It's got some curling to do.
That one's going to start curling towards the middle.
Yeah, she's going to find that hole again. She might pick the back one. Nicely done.
So she got one of the two.
Yep, she got one that was the closest to the button. So hopefully she's going to have, at some point, Team Beaulieu is going to have an opportunity to get one in there for shot rock. So she got one of them off. Not ideal, but got to move on here to the next one. No matter what happens, whether you make your shot or you don't, you can't dwell on it. You got to just kind of put it to the back of your mind, and when you step up to throw your next one, make that one.
Ashley Cormier with her first shot.
She was way out there. I think she was just playing a guard, or was she playing a tap? Well, she's going to play the tap now. If that wasn't her first shot call, it's going to be her second one here. She's just going to chip that top red.
Just a little bit, and it'll go to the right and just behind that tee line.
Yep.
Well, Abigail Beaulieu immediately gives a sign that she wants to get that one out.
Yeah, she's going to play a hit on this. She could get she could roll to the inside and still get shot rock. But I think this one needs to curl. They need to get off this one. It could go right by.
And Melissa Michaud's first stone will go by. You've called that one.
Yeah.
So now this basically opens the door once again for Cluff.
Yeah, she's going to play a little tap here. She's going to try and play a little tap. Just tap that red that's biting the 12-foot up to the 4 and create a guard at the same time. It's a good call. Team Cluff doesn't want a lot of guards in play here. If she doesn't want to give Team Beaulieu the opportunity to get one of her rocks in behind cover. So I like this call. I like this little tap. I wouldn't even mind just a straight draw around that corner guard. And I think that might be what they end up playing here. The sweepers are working hard on it. Got to get it by that corner guard and as far in as to the 4-foot as they possibly can.
That's some good sweeping by the Cluff team, and they bring it into the house.
Yeah,
to
great
the
shot.
To the 8-foot.
It's a great shot. It's a great shot. Team Beaulieu is going to have the same shot she had on her thirds first. She's going to have a little hit and roll to get into shot rock, but
yep.
Now that Team Cluff has those 2 red rocks out in front, they should have something to run into it if run back into it if the Team Beaulieu makes his shot perfect.
Sweepers.
Sweepers, they're on it a bit here. They're on and off it. A little more.
That'll go on the nose.
Nose hit there. She would have loved to have gotten that little flop inside. The ice isn't curling much with takeout weight. Look, you can tell where she's putting the broom, right in the middle of the stone, and so it's running pretty straight there for hits.
Now Cluff calls the takeout, the takeout, and try to roll towards the button.
Yeah, she's going to try and hit this and roll towards the button. If she makes this shot, it's going to be a lot of pressure on the skip for Team Beaulieu to score a point. It'll be too dead buried on the forefoot. Not what any skip wants to look at, throwing their last couple of rocks.
First stone for Erica Cluff.
Never laid a brush to it. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close here.
And that'll hit on the nose, a little bit of a slide towards the inside.
Yeah, a little flop. Not as much as she wanted, but definitely it makes the shot a little bit tougher for Beaulieu.
Now Beaulieu wants to do that shot, roll on the inside,
Yep.
to be shot stone, and also be very well covered by two of the Cluff guards that are in the 8-foot.
That's right. Typically, you don't see 8-foot guards or rocks in the 8-foot as guards, but in this case,
They are very important.
very important.
Beaulieu's first shot
Oh.
here in net number 6.
It's going to be close here. A lot of weight. A lot of weight's kind of hanging out there. It's going to hit and roll out, I think.
No, it's going to miss
Oh.
the stone. It kind of just, it turned clockwise
Yeah.
just a bit before hitting that hog line, and it just curled to the outside. So now Cluff,
Yeah, big opportunity for Team Cluff here now. She's going to try and put a guard on that that rock biting the forefoot on the right-hand side, and I really don't see an avenue for Team Beaulieu to get in there for their 1 point. Cluff's going to try and throw this guard here. She's on her way.
Cluff's last shot.
Weight's close here. Weight's real close. She might be a tad heavy. It's coming down now. Speed's coming down. She's going to have a good looking shot here. She's just going to rub the top red maybe a little bit. Or is she? No, she's actually going to come right into the forefoot. Oh, very aggressive shot.
And that's hugging on the corner of
Yep.
that one. So now she's line 5. And just to give you an update on what was going on sheet number 3, they've shaken hands here after Team Vanna Carroll got 1. So the final score is 14 to 1.
Right.
The final
Yeah.
after
It's
6.
disappointing for Team Carroll, but they'll I'm sure they'll regroup and be ready for their second game. Now Team Beaulieu's got they're up against a brick wall here. There's a lot of reds around that forefoot. Very, very tough shot here. Very tough shot. She's on her way here.
Final stone
Big weight.
on here in end number 6.
Shooter's got to stick around here, for sure. Shooter's got to stick around to hopefully outcount some of those reds.
That'll hit and roll out, and that'll give 4 points to Team Cluff. So Cluff has stolen 4.
Yeah, that's a steal of 4 in the 6 for Team Cluff. Team Beaulieu, I think, needed to try to bail out of that end a little bit earlier and get some of those rocks off in the front. They kept on chasing those rocks that were in the 4-foot, and actually it was those rocks in the top 8-foot that were the trouble stones. They cut off the path to the 4-foot, and you could see on her last rock she didn't have much to choose from. So Cluff's throwing her first lead stones. She's asked for it top 4-foot. Line looks good here. Weight looks really good too. Sweepers are on and off it all the way down, and it looks like it's going to be in exactly where she wanted it to go.
So you can see here, even though starting in end number 7, pedal to the metal for Erica Cluff. She didn't let go of the gas at all.
No, definitely not. She stepped on the gas from end 1, and she hasn't let off it the whole way. She's going total aggression here, and Team Beaulieu's struggled to make some of those aggressive shots that they needed to make. That'd be a nice takeout here. She's gonna hit that red and right on the nose and remove Team Cluff's rock, and nicely done. Nicely done. Team Cluff's gonna. That rock's just biting, and they're gonna play hit and roll on it. They'd like to have their rock go in the rings. They don't want any guards in play here. Up this number, they just want to. It's just a matter of removal of opposition stones. Actual fact, rolling right out is just as good as rolling into the rings on this one.
So McDonald with her final shot here in net number 7.
Don't want to hit it on the nose though.
That's exactly what she did.
That's what she did. So Beaulieu's got a guard there now. She's got a guard to come around and put a little pressure on here herself, and so the lead's got coming down her second shot.
Good in turn.
Yeah, weight looks good. I think it might be on the top red there. I think she might chip that in.
She'll chip it in, and she will, and it'll roll out.
Yeah, shooter rolls out. Cluff rock rolls into the sort of half in the 8-foot there, and Cluff's calling for another shot into the top 4. Brewer's first rock here. It's on its way. Weight looks pretty close. Rock's gliding pretty good here. It's going to be in the back of the house if it hangs on.
Beaulieu's going to give it a little sweep.
A little strong. No, hangs on the back 8. So Median and LaBelle is going to try and make a draw here to the 4-foot in front of that red that's in the back 8, and hopefully in the shots to come it gets jammed on that red one back there, ends up being a counter. I think this one's a bit heavy. Sweeper should get on it, maybe play it as a tap on that red back there. I think that's what's going to happen. She's going to remove the red rock that's in the back 8. Stay right there on the nose. Yep, good shot.
Rachel Brewer getting ready for her second shot.
Yeah, Cluff's called for just a straight takeout here. Not taking very much ice. Broom's almost right in the middle of the rock.
Brewer wants to roll out.
Yep.
For with Team Cluff wants to roll out here, that's another good option. Less stones in this end, the better for them.
Definitely, and stones behind the tee line too. That when you're up a number of points, you don't want any rocks behind that tee line. That's what she got. She got straight peel.
Hit and roll. Now Sophie Sirois.
She's playing a straight draw here. A 365 split on that. It's probably a little bit heavy. The ice is quite quick here today.
That one's got a lot of weight as well.
Yeah, looks like it's going to go straight back into the hack there. Again, we've seen the struggles with weight today by a couple of teams out there, and it's sometimes, you know, coming from your club and you're used to practicing or playing on one sheet of ice at a certain speed, it's hard to make that adjustment when the speed gets so fast. The ice makers here do a great job, and the ice is kind of quick all the time. So if you're not used to it, it can be something that causes you some major troubles.
It certainly can when you're not accustomed to a different type of ice surface. And it's like it's that game within the game is how you're going to make those necessary adjustments.
That's right. The skips need to pick up on that. The throwers need to pick up on the speed, and the skips need to pick up on on where to place the broom. I noticed early in the game, Team Cluff taking one broom, and Team Beaulieu taking about 8 or 10 or 12 inches more ice, and they didn't seem to pick up on the ice call as quick as Team Cluff did. But over the last couple ends, you can see the Team Beaulieu making more shots, and definitely a positive for moving forward in this Bondsfield.
Melissa Michaud with her first shot.
Hanging on the outside there, throwing that out turn, and she's going to get a piece of this rock, I think, enough to remove it. But Shooter's not going to stick around. Shooter rolls out, so. Team Cluff, like you said, pedal to the metal here. She's going right around this guard. She could have the option to just peel this guard off and have no rocks in play, but she's going to be aggressive here and play something into the top four.
That's Ashley Cormier with her second shot.
Weight looks good on this. All about line right at this moment. Just a brush. They're sweeping it just for line. Just squeaks by that front red, and I think it's going to go to the back of the house.
Now
Just to the back button. Great shot. Really great shot. Just enough room for Team Beaulieu to come down and tap that one back, or maybe even corner freeze it to be shot rock. It's just behind the tee line. Oh, she's playing the hit. With that ice, she's definitely playing the hit.
Melissa Michaud with her final shot.
Got some curling to do. Hopefully, I don't know if it's going to come up that much with that weight. She's definitely going to get a little piece of it. I don't know if she's going to get enough. No,
she didn't get anything off of it, so.
Just missed. Just missed. A little bit of air there.
Now we're up to shot stone.
Yeah, we're down to skip stones here at first Cluff stone, and she's going to, I think she's going to try and get in there at the top four. Or if it's a little bit light, just play the straight guard. Got a couple of options.
Cluff with her first shot.
Cluff very solid in her delivery. She's never in a bad sliding position. This rock's coming down. She's looks like the weight's really good. Rock's starting to curl now. Got to get off it a little bit here to let it curl.
They're just going to let it go.
Great draw weight. Great guard.
And that's going to be very difficult now for Team Beaulieu to get to that rock.
Yeah.
And they'll be forced here to do a little raise.
Yeah, she's. If I was Team Beaulieu right now, I'd be playing a hit on one of those top reds, try and make a path. Even if you could hit the red rock on the right hand side, and maybe peel both of the reds off at once. That would be the kind of best case scenario where you have no guards left here and just one red in the rings. Then Team Cluff will have the option playing the straight guard or playing something into the rings. But it would hopefully Team Beaulieu would have an option to score a point.
First stone for the skip Abigail Beaulieu from Grand Falls.
Looks like she's just playing a draw here. It's going to overcurl. I think it's going to bump the top red up.
Sweepers are on it now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That rock seemed to curl quite a bit.
So they've raised one of the Cluff stones inside the 4-foot.
Yeah, it's getting tough here. It's a tough situation for Beaulieu to get rocks in there and get them in play and score some points. Team Cluff's going to play a little draw around that yellow rock, just kind of half bury around there, just so that Team Beaulieu is going to have to throw a wide in-turn draw to get a good portion of the 4-foot to try and score 1 point. But the Cluff rocks are in such great position. I don't think it's going to be possible.
So final stone for Erica Cluff here in end number 7.
Yeah, rock sliding pretty good here. I think the weight's close. All about the line here now. Not curling yet, still staying straight. Should get some curl from the hog line in here. It's a little heavy. This goes a little bit too far. Might be an opportunity for Beaulieu to hit and roll. Just in front. Beaulieu's going to play the draw here. All I can say, Roger, is that I'm glad it's not me throwing this rock with those reds in around the 4-foot.
I'm glad it's not me either. That's for sure. It's a very, very tough situation that Abigail Beaulieu is in. Final stone in end number 7, Abigail Beaulieu sees Erica Cluff lying at 3.
Not much room for error here. This looks like it's hot.
Will it curl?
There's a lot of weight.
It will not curl too much weight, and it'll go through the house once again. And that looks like to be a steal of 3.
Oh, 4. Steal of 4.
Steal of 4. Here with 7 ends complete.
So Team Beaulieu is going to have a hammer here, and they just got to get back to the basics here and get one good end under their belt here, and get feeling good about their game, moving on to their next game.
So now both teams are going to shake hands.
Yeah, both teams are going to shake hands. It's probably a good idea. Both teams can get off the ice, get some rest for their next game, and get ready to curl for the rest of the week.
So with 7 complete ends here, the final score will be Team Erica Cluff in a 21-1 win against Team Abigail Beaulieu. So now both these teams will move on to their respective rounds as Team Beaulieu getting their first loss. A lot of adjustments to be made going into their second game.
Definitely a lot of adjustments to make, but and I think one of the main ones is just confidence. You know, if just keep your confidence, make a few draws, make a few shots, and they'll be fine. Team Cluff will stay in the top side of the draw, and they're going to be a tough team to beat. You saw today. They threw some very nice draws, some nice takeouts, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
So, Team Abigail Beaulieu with their loss, they're going to be awaiting the loser of the game, and that is going to be on sheet 4 tonight at 8:30, and that game will be Team Justine Como, who is the first seed going into this tournament, against the winner of the first game, which was Shaylin Park. That game that was on sheet number 3, while the Erica Cluff team moves on to play Samantha Crook, and they will play tomorrow, while Vin and Carroll will be waiting the loser of that game. My apologies. They'll be playing later on tonight. That'll be on sheet 2.
Yep, definitely. And Team Como is very strong. Team Crook is very strong. Top 2 seeds coming into it, and Team Como was a medalist last year at Nationals. So be some great curling here at the Miramichi Curling Club this evening.
So our next game will be at approximately 5 o'clock here on sheet 5, and that'll be the 2 Moncton teams that'll be going face-to-face, Team Peter Robichaud and Team Cody Lewis. So we will be back at 5 o'clock here for the 2016 Junior Provincial Championships here at the Miramichi Curling Club here on the pretty close to the Miramichi River, almost across the street from us. So we will be back at approximately 5 o'clock, and you are watching the 2016 Junior Provincial Curling Championships on 5 TV1, powered by Bella Line.